tell a friend. Oh, what's going on with the connection? We got the great connection. Come on now. All black everything. Sorry about the last one. Had terrible connection. We're gonna do it again though. Thinker's Plight, Tavistock Institute, right where we left off. We're coming right back in. Like it, share, subscribe it, Thumbs up like you're hitchhiking, I don't rise to this music. Peace to the King's Temptations. You all know the music. How we do it. I'm right back at you. Let's go. Again, quoting Peter Litvander's Sinister Forces. Quote, magic was there when MK Ultra began its search for the secrets of the paranormal and interviewed witches and wizards in America and beyond. Ceremonial magic begins with the basic premise that it is sometimes formulated in the Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, a simple phrase with ominous implications. Magicians believe that the connections or links exist between perceived phenomena, and that to operate on the side of the link, on one side of the link, is to cause change to occur on the other. The magicians operate in the world of non-locality, a world where the force may be an object, a wave may be a particle, and everything is in the immediate communication with everything else. Quote, the musician pulls his strings, surrounded by an aura of deniability, an aura created by Newtonian science, since science states that what the musician does is impossible, the result of superstition and ignorance. There is no such thing as a mafia, stated J. Edgar Hoover, director of the FBI, and the capos laughed. Mind control and magic, not very far apart at all. Thus, the magician is at once an interrogator and interrogatee. He is the one in charge of manipulating and controlling the environment, but not for the effect it will have on someone else, but on himself alone. What the CIA has done in its interrogation manual, itself the product of MK Ultra, is to separate the magician from the ultimate goal of all occultism, which is the kind of spiritual perfection and elevated consciousness, and instead focus on the powers on occult techniques and unwillingness on an unwilling and uninformed subject to manipulate him as well as the environment, to change the subject and to transform him into something more useful to the interrogators and of mortal danger to the subject's own people. It is, in the jargon of occultism, black magic and black magic in the service of the state, end quote. The doors of perception had been opened, not only by drugs like mescaline, LSD, and psilocybin, but also by the seance and the shamans and the secret ritual. All had become and their assault on memory and consciousness threw open the doors of perception, and instead of letting the shamanism and the occult, the dark domain of Charles Manson, of John Rawlings Reese, of Nazi directors of Hollywood and the music industry, the CIA, and M16 initiation sessions. With psychedelics, they disturbed the sleep of ancient forces, and the world would never be the same again. Elimination by illumination. Psychological warfare, although in existence for centuries, was really a discovery of the Second World War. Please, Latin America, the roll call of psychological operations is long and for the most part classified. Taken individually, these psychological warfare operations may have had a succinct political purpose as defined and identified by nameless men in gray flannel suits in the corridors of power, or by presidents and national security advisors to further their own hidden agendas, but they were manifestations of something deeper, a spiritual war, a war of worldviews, a war we are still fighting numbly into the second decade of the 20th century. We're much further now, obviously. Still stuff going on like this. By 1964, the use of occult themes and rituals became an accepted part of psychological warfare planning. The Special Operations Research Office at American University, quote, prepared a paper at the request of the United States Army on witchcraft, sorcery, magic, and other psychological phenomena and their implications on military and paramilitary operations in the Congo. The paper was authored by James R. Price and Paul Giardini, excuse me. American University was no stranger of the Bureau of Social Science Research in 1908 for the CIA's infiltration program, end quote. Some of the people involved in the research were the same Nazis who years later escaped to the United States as part of Operation Paperclip. Do your own research, dropping in the jewels. The relationship between the occult and the Nazis shouldn't surprise anyone who understands that the highest ranking Nazis were contaminated with the Erstas paganism and popular occultism of the Thule Gesellschaft variety, which had been absorbed into the SS with torchlight precision and runic chants. Mm, mm, mm. The sinister shit. We're gonna end right there. This is all black everything. Tavistock Institute. We getting through chapter 2, Unholy Alliance. Getting into it, y'all. Appreciate you for checking it out, staying with us, getting through this up in those numbers. Thumbs up like you hitchhiking, share it, like it, subscribe it. Peace and love. All black everything. Thinkers Flight. Let's go. Come on back.